Hey, Millstone parents, friends, welcome to this year's back to school night. Um, I'm posting this a day early so that hopefully you have some time to watch and listen before tomorrow night, September 14th, back to school night event that begins at 6 o'clock, where you get to meet your child's teacher, see the classroom. Um, See all the great things that we have planned for this year, as well as all the fun learning spaces and activities that we have throughout the building. Our house is your house tomorrow night, so please feel free to ask questions, stop and say hello, and really take in as much as you can and learn about what your child will be learning and enjoying this year. And um, I'm going to try to use a webcam for this, so it is awkward. I apologize. If you want, just if you want to put a little post-it note on your screen and just listen to this, I'd appreciate it. But I'm here if you need anything, just so you recognize me as Paul Baker, the school principal. This is I think it's my seventh year at Millstone Primary. Before the primary school, I was the assistant principal at the middle school. So it's been about 10 years of working with the Millstone students, living in the Millstone community, and really getting to enjoy my time and meeting all of my neighbors, the parents of my students and the neighbors in town. It's really been it's been awesome. So I love this town. I love this school. I love everything about it. So you're in good hands. Here's my contact information if you need me. My email address and my Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it nowadays, is there to follow along. I like to post the fun things that we're doing in class throughout the building, so you can keep tabs on all the fun things that we have going on at the primary school. And I always like to start my presentations with a thank you. It has been once, probably in the 7 years I've been here, probably maybe the smoothest of openings, and we have been dealt with extreme heat, extreme weather, but everything has just, knock on wood, been going very, very smoothly. And I appreciate all of your time and patience and well wishes and smiles and waves in the mornings for this to be a successful year, and I'm really confident that it will be. Um, I also appreciate your trust in us. I mean, when you come to school, you are handing over your little ones to us, and that is not a responsibility that I or we take lightly at all. We appreciate that trust, and we appreciate the teamwork that we anticipate having throughout the year. It is truly a team effort to raise our children, um, and the I feel the best way that we are going to help grow uh, and enjoy our students and make sure they know that they're having a wonderful time and wonderful experiences. That if we're all pulling the rope in the same direction, your goals for your child are the same goals that we have as a school for your child as well. And the best possible outcome is when your child sees that the home and the school are working together to make their experience as enjoyable as we can. So we appreciate that. And if there's ever anything you need, you just reach out and we will make sure that we can address that and work to solve any potential issues. All right, just some important context to be familiar with. I'm sure these are all faces that you have seen and met along the way, but in case you haven't, Mr. Hobson is our assistant principal, and his contact information is there. Mr. Hobson is also the assistant principal at the elementary school, too. So if you have students in the elementary, you will be seeing a lot of Mr. Hobson in and around the building. Our school guidance counselor, although it's the same face, new name, it was Miss Waring last year. She got married over the summer, so you'll hear the students come home and saying that they got to hang out with Mrs. Qualiano today. She is our school counselor. She meets with all of our students, whether that's pushing into classes, doing whole group lessons, smaller group, skill building, lunch groups. Miss Qualiano is always there. She's a wonderful resource for all of our families, a very pleasant person, a very pleasant face to get to know and reach out to if you have any questions or need any support for anything. Her information is there, and please feel free to reach out to her. Miss Chiz is our school nurse. Again, contact information is there. Um, if there's ever any questions about anything, illnesses, absences, um, need support, need suggestions, need some guidance, please reach out to Miss Chiz. If your child is absent, please call our hotline. It's always good to let the teacher know that your child will be absent, but that doesn't take the place of calling the school. So please call the school, 732 prompt 4, and then prompt 1 to report an absence. And as a constant reminder, please make sure all your medical and physical forms are up to date. If you are not sure, please reach out to Miss Chiz. Another fun and familiar face to everybody that we are so happy is back this year is Officer Jose. He is our school law enforcement officer. He is that friendly face that you see every morning on the crosswalk, every afternoon, giving the students the high five on the way out, as well as the first person you will see when you enter our building. He is a tremendous resource for the staff, for the students, and for us as a community. He is a tremendous person. We were very lucky to have Officer Jose. And I just want to, although this isn't a person to know, we do have our Raptor kiosk. So whenever anybody needs to visit the building and gain access to the building, we do ask that you have your ID ready, so that we can check in and keep track of guests that are coming in and out of the building using this digital program. And Officer Jose will be there to work with you to make sure that you are successfully checking into the school if you need to see someone. New this year, you see all these students here hugging some chameleons. Those chameleons are Juan Pablo, or How You Feelin' Chameleon. Juan Pablo is going to be one of our character ed mascots this year. It's a new series in our classrooms that will support positive choices, being aware of our emotions, and building positive relationships with our peers. So the students are enjoying those book series and those discussions. It provides a common language throughout the building and gives the students some motivators to want to be with the chameleon when making positive choices. So that's a fun activity and fun topics that we have going on in each of our classrooms this year, as well as, although it's not in the building yet, it is actually en route, and we hope it'll be in any day, is our book vending machine, which goes hand in hand with our character education program, as well as our literacy program. That was a grant that was written and awarded to a couple of our teachers, one being Miss Henkin, our reading specialist. So just like a candy vending machine, it's a book vending machine that we're going to have in our library for students to earn tokens for character education rewards and motivators, making positive choices, as well as being outstanding readers as well. So that's something we really have. I think the students are going to love it. When they see that big book vending machine in the library, I think their curiosity will peak, and it's a great hook to get them into our character education program, as well as literacy goals that we have set for them. I'm looking forward to that. I want to thank the MTFEE for that grant, and pretty soon we will have a ribbon cutting ceremony to begin the book shopping process. Also, this year is our new K through 2 math program that was adopted at the end of last year for implementation this year. The theme here is low floor, high ceiling. It's a math program that everybody has access to. We build math knowledge through engaging math dialogues. Math conversation is going to be rich in the classroom. Students will work together to discover creative solutions to challenging tasks. And our goal is to create flexible math thinkers. And I just want to give a quick example. This morning, I was in a second grade classroom just saying hello to everybody. And I popped into a math room, and we had 8 students standing up. 7 of them had 10 fingers up, and another student had 4 fingers up. And the students who were not involved in the finger activity had to quickly count how many fingers were displayed. And when we say low floor, high ceiling, everybody on their whiteboard was able to answer the correct answer of 74. Now, some students were, although they eventually learned the pattern, some were counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other students were counting by fives, 5, 10, 15, 20 until they got to 74. Another student was able to explain that there were 10 fingers. So he went 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way down to 74. And another student said that he knew that there were 7 groups of 10, and he just had to write 74 because 7 was in the 10 spot, and then there were 4 in the 1 spot. So that student, without even knowing it, was on his way to the basic understanding of multiplication. And this is a second grade classroom. This was the 4th day of school. And these are the conversations that are happening in this program. And it's not just a standalone activity here. This is a daily activity of students enriching themselves and enriching their classmates with math conversations. So we find a lot of value in this program. I can't wait to learn more about it and see how all these lessons begin to unfold and build upon each other. Now, I apologize. Our goal was to have an InnovaMat parent information session before back to school night. So from 5 to 6, we were hoping to have InnovaMat. Their representatives were here. However, they became ill. And they offered to do the session virtually, but I don't find much value in virtual programs much anymore. So we are definitely going to do a parent information session in the very near future. So I will make sure I push out those dates once we know them. But hopefully you can attend and learn more about the program, because it is, I think your children are going to come home and have great stories to share about what they're learning in math this year. All right, so a couple frequently asked questions in September. Now, we've been rolling for a couple days, so I think a lot of them have probably answered themselves, but just in case, I've ad nausea, I've gone over this slide, the parent drop off and pickup. It is going exceedingly well. I think this is our 4th or 5th year of doing this procedure, so everybody has kind of, no pun intended, fallen into line with what we do here. I've said it, this analogy, it's like an airport drop off where you come in, you park between the designated areas, staff will let your child out, they go into the gym entrance. The cars then, just once it's safe, Mr. Norwood, Officer Jose will direct you out of the parking lot. Very simple, very easy, and I really appreciate everybody's patience and understanding of this process, because the more people that are on board, the quicker we can get the students out and the quicker we can get you on your way. Parent pickup, again, please, please, please write a note. It's always, yes, let your teacher know, but the officers are the ones that are the gatekeepers to that information. So if you are sending an email, just CC the main office, Miss Kirsch or Miss Tracy Rometta, to let us know that you are going to be a parent pickup. So that's pretty important to make sure we know the daily routine for your child, whether they are a bus, parent pickup, or some type of aftercare program. Parent pickup, we bring the kindergartner, we collect the kindergartners, we bring them out with our staff across the crosswalk. We have a little loading dock over here in the corner of the parking lot. We have it roped off where parents can stand, and the students are then hand delivered to the parents or guardians in this little loading dock area. And then we do the same thing for 1st grade as well as 2nd grade. And we kindly ask that once you have your child, if you can then take your child and safely walk to your car. That way we don't congregate in this area, and it's easier for our staff and then the 1st and 2nd grade parents to easily see their child, greet their child, and then safely exit this area. So it's been going very well. So let's just keep on keeping on, and we'll just make sure it's safe and efficient. Buses have been coming. Our students are getting on the bus. Everybody seems to have a bus number. So hopefully by now you are familiar with the bus process. You know your times, you know your routes, you know your driver. If you do not, we still have this information flyer on the Millstone webpage for you to log in and get your transportation information. Um, Pretty easy process. You can log in once, but once you log in, all of your children are there, and you can see all of their bus tickets on that dashboard. So again, this prompt is on our school homepage. And Miss Andrea Cece is our transportation supervisor. So if you have any questions about the route, transportation, please direct that to Miss Cece. Here's her email address, as well as her extension 7005. School lunch, again, going well. Here we have all of this on our website. I just took screenshots of what's already there. This is our welcome back letter with links to the menu, links to the portal where the payment portal where you can upload money on your child's account. We're getting a lot of calls about where to find student IDs. You can get your student ID number from Genesis. So you log in as a parent, you pull up your child's profile on Genesis, and one of the it's not even a tab under right next to your child will be their student information, a student ID, which you need then to load money onto their account, or you can always send in a check. Students bring the checks down to the lunch bin in the main office. The lunch staff collects those letters and money and can then upload it from their end. So if that's easier than doing it on your end, please feel free to do so. They do offer birthday snacks, and I've said this at kindergarten orientation. I said this at new parent orientations. The Mashio's birthday treats are your best option. Um, we do not allow birthday snacks, cupcakes, munchkins. Unfortunately, those always have to be turned around and given back to the parents because of our nutrition policies. Um, Trust, please save those for your get air and your pump it up birthday parties, all the fun candies and cakes and cookies. We can't have those in school. Trust me, the students are very excited and very happy when there is a birthday snack coming, even if it's from Mashio's, a pretzel, a snack bag, or a cookie. They just like celebrating their friends. They don't need the pomp and circumstance of all the fun icings and frostings. So please give this strong consideration if you want to celebrate your child's birthday in school. I would give it about a 1 to 2 week head start when you know you want to celebrate your child's birthday. That way, it's in time. We can't do it a day in advance because it takes time to get the materials and package them. So about a week or so, week to 2 weeks in advance notice for our lunchroom staff so that they can put a nice treat together for the class. Again, all of this is on our website. We wouldn't be a school, we wouldn't function without our community partners. And hopefully, you've all received your Millstone PTO information flyer home from your child in their backpack. We also have it online as well in the Take Home Thursday section of our website. But please strongly consider joining the PTO and the MTFEE, because every dollar that's raised, every is given back to the building, so that we can have fun field trips, which we have something planned for preschool. Looking forward to hopefully that being board approved in a couple weeks, and we have a fun fall field trip planned for our preschool students. Again, supported through the PTO. I talked about our book vending machine that was supported through fundraise money from the MTFE. So please strongly consider looking into these programs. We will have information tables at back to school night. So please reach out to those representatives and see how you can get involved. And we really, really, the schools and the students, teachers very much appreciate all the time, energy, effort used to run those organizations. And then this other one with the dancing people here, that's our community education program where they offer different activities after school and weekends. For our students and anyone and anybody in the community to check out the different programs that we have running. A lot of them are hosted in the primary school building, not necessarily a primary school targeted audience, but there's something for everybody in community education if you're interested in getting involved in the community and looking to do something different. So back to school night again. Back to school night. I'm posting this on Wednesday. Back to school night is Thursday, September 14th at 6 o'clock. And again, we were supposed to have that Innovamat session at 5 o'clock. Unfortunately, we had to cancel that, and it shouldn't be canceled. It should be postponed because we will have that information session once everybody is feeling healthy and we can nail down a date to do that very, very soon. So session one will begin the night, 6 o'clock in your child's classroom. 6:35 would be session two. It's just a repeat of session one. So if you have one child in the building, you can pick either session one or session two. If you have two siblings in the building, or two children in the building, and you want to make sure you get to everybody, it's a repeat of session one. So if you can't make session one, head on over to session two from 6:35 to 7 o'clock in your in your child's classroom. And then our related arts team will be available for pop-ins all night from 6 to 7 o'clock in their staff, in their class. Ooh, I can move this. So here they are. Miss Bachman is our library media specialist. So he'll be in the library. Mr. Norwood, you can always find him in the gym. He's our phys ed teacher. Mrs. Holden is our new technology and STEAM teacher. You can find her in the computer lab. Miss De Laurentiis, our art teacher, is in the art room. Makes sense there. Miss Rosenman is sign language. She is in the E wing, E105. And Miss Hample, our music teacher, you guessed it, she's in the music room. And where to find your child's class. I will be in the main hallway. Mr. Hobson will be in the main hallway. We'll have plenty of staff helping you, direct you in case you're lost, but the primary school is pretty easy to navigate. We've got one pretty much main street that runs the length of the building. On one end, it forks into the B and C wing. And on the other end of Main Street, it forks into the E and F wing. Pretty easy. If you are a preschool parent, you will find all your classes in the B wing. Kindergarten classes, all your classes are in the C wing. Grade one, I'm sorry, you are split. We have some in the C wing and some in the F. So Miss Ives, Miss Rudick, Mrs. Soriano, and Mrs. Toby are in the C wing. Miss Jericho and Modula, Miss Muller, and Miss Scarnati are in the F wing. And grade two, you are all down the F wing. And it's pretty easy. Once you get down the wing, all of our classes are labeled with your child's teacher's name. So as long as you're in the right wing, you're going to find the right room. And thank you. Again, thank you for everything you do at home. Thank you for everything you do to support us at the school. If you ever need anything, please reach out to your child's teacher, school guidance counselor, myself, Mr. Hobson, anybody that can help steer you in the right direction. Like I said, we are proud to be Millstone. We are a Millstone family. We are all in this together. We are all in it for the right reasons. And those right reasons are the 3 through 7-year-olds that are in our building. And that's what we do every day. That's our passion. That's it's corny, but it's true. That's why we wake up every day and do what we do, is because we really enjoy working with you and working with your children. So have a great night. I will be around if you need anything. Please reach out, shake a hand. And if we haven't met, I look forward to meeting you very soon. Have a great night and see you tomorrow.